Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical, and I will be the first to say right now that yes, I've had the HD01 in my possession for a while, and I apologize for not getting a video out. Truth be told, I had a video ready to go before I think pretty much anybody else had released one. The only issue was there was kind of an embargo because they had some issues with their warehousing, and one of their suppliers ended up pretty much buying every single one of them, so none of you guys could get them. Now, Terry, my rep over at Wurkkos, he's like, hey, just go ahead and hold off on the video, and we're going to do something extra special just because, we wanted you to get a video out right away. So we sent it to you, but because of everything going on, you weren't able to. So him and I were talking, and we got to doing a little bit of negotiating. And I'm happy to say that I'm going to have an HD01 to give away. So guys, all you got to do is just watch this entire video, and I'm going to ask you a question, and all you got to do is email me at youtube@torchesandtactical.com, and just email me there and just answer that question, and that will be your entry into winning the Wurkkos HD01. So thank you, Terry, first and foremost, for sending this review unit. Second, thank you, Terry, again for sending the giveaway prize. And now that I've gotten that out of the way, again, watch the video so you guys will figure out exactly what that question is going to be. And then we will do a live giveaway once we have all those entries. So 1 week from the time this video goes live, we'll go ahead and get that live video out. So again, thank you, Terry, so much. And now, without further ado, I'm happy to announce the Wurkkos HD01. HD01, my biggest video to date is the Wurkkos TS10, or at least at the time of recording this, is the Wurkkos TS10. It's kind of my first video, the one that started this whole channel. So I'm always happy and super, super pleased when I get the chance to work with Wurkkos. And the HD01 is like nothing they've ever put out before. So I'm extremely pleased to be able to work with them on this. So the HD01, it does have a flashlight here that will do 1200 lumens, and that's in turbo, but it also has high of 450, medium of 100, low of 20, and moonlight of 1 lumens. That 1 lumen moonlight mode will give you 70 hours of runtime. Turbo, again, 1200 lumens. That'll shine out for 157 meters and give you 6,157 candela. So it's not going to go out to 900 meters or anything like that, but this is kind of special because it does so many other things as well. If you're familiar with Sopher and IF23, they have those really, really nice RGB lights on the side. This has those too. Not only that, but if you see here, yeah, that's right. This has a laser here. So this has a laser. Let's go ahead and turn that on. This has a green laser. It is class 3. So it's going to be pretty bright. And in my experience, after using this for how long I have, it's very, very well done. As long as the lens is clean, it is a very, very narrow. Actually, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and clean it right now.
One eternity later.
I don't want to misrepresent Wurkkos at all. So all you got to do is make sure that the lens is very, very clean and you get a very tight, narrow beam. So it has 1200 lumens from a flashlight. It has a green laser, and it has a spotlight, RGB floodlight, all that fun stuff. This thing does so much. So real fast, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the box. A lot of that information on the back here. I'll go ahead and bring it up. Now I'm going to get this out of the way because I want to focus on the light. You also get a lanyard, no replacement O-rings. Since this is a sealed battery unit, you're not going to end up twisting the tail cap off. You get USB-A to USB-C, and then you get your user manual. User manual is going to tell you how to use everything for this. But let's get all that out of the way because, well, frankly, this is the star of the show. So again, 1200 lumens in, frankly, a format that has gotten a lot of exposure and use, and a lot of different companies are coming out with that. But I'm just going to go ahead and move this around here so you can see it is a plastic lens. So it will keep that TIR optic and the laser protected. In addition to that, you do have a textured PC lens right here. But here you go. You get no magnetic charging similar to like an Olight Arkfeld or anything like that, but you get a coated pocket clip, one of the stronger pocket clips. I don't know if it's because of the bend and the arch in it or what, but I really, really do like this pocket clip. It is type 3 hard anodized coating. You get your USB-C right here, so you can keep that charged up, and you do get a battery indicator as well as charging indicators from these two buttons here. But now I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into it. So what you can do, frankly, it's very, very cool. You can go ahead and move to the rear button and press and hold, and you go straight to moonlight mode. And you can go ahead and click, and that'll turn it off. Or you can go to one click, and that'll go to whatever mode you had it in last outside of moonlight mode, because it does have a memory. Now if you press and hold that again, there we go. That's medium, and that's high. High, again, is 450 lumens. So you can do 2 clicks, and then from here, if you do 1 click, it will shut it off. But if you do 2 clicks to go to turbo while it's on, and then you do 1 click, it will cut back down to whatever mode you already had it in. So if you do 3 clicks, it will do a strobe. Again, 1 click will go ahead and return. And then you can do 4 clicks from that rear button. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That quick flash tells you that it is locked out. So it's not going to go ahead and turn on, but just simply indicate that it is locked out. So let's do 4 clicks one more time. There we go. Now you also have that forward button. So you can press it once, it turns on that laser. Very bright. I really, really do like how tight that beam is. Let's go ahead and shut that off. Now if you go ahead and press and hold, that's where it activates this RGB ramping inside this floodlight here. So let's go ahead and press and hold that front button. There we go. Look at that. So from here, you can go ahead and click one time to go off, but we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to hold, and this will switch between that RGB ramping. So now whenever it's set to any color you like, here, let's go ahead and shine it on my hand. Whenever it's set to any color you like, I'm going to stop it at bright blue. So let's go right there. Okay, so now that it's at bright blue, and there's a little bit of pink in there, or red in there, but whenever it's at a color that you like, you go ahead and simply release, but you can also do 2 presses, and it will flash that color. Now, you can also do 2 presses while it's off. That will go to your floodlight, and from here, you can do 1 click to turn it off, or while it is on, you can hold, and it will go low, medium, and high for that floodlight. If you do 3 clicks, it will go to a red and blue police style flasher. Very cool, but don't do anything stupid. Don't get in trouble just because you have the red and the blue flasher. So 3 clicks will turn that on, and then if you do 2 clicks here, it will go to an RGB waterfall. Here you can see some of the colors reflecting off the desk mat here. So RGB waterfall, and then if you do 2 more clicks, it will give you RGB droplets. So it will do 1 color going all the way through and eventually slowly change those colors. So very, 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 very cool. Now, one final thing you can do with this user interface is go ahead and press it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will turn on a flashing or breathing light here. So that way, if you have this set up on a shelf and you want to be able to find it in the dark in the event of a power outage or anything like that, very, very easy to do. So highly recommend having those on if you're in an area kind of remote or somewhere where you may lose power. Let's go ahead and shut it off for now though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now that we have seen everything that the HD01 can do, what I want to do is I want to take this outside so you guys can see how 1200 lumens looks from this TIR optic with that 15-degree spotlight. I want to show you how that laser looks, and then I will go ahead and kick it over to the side of me while I have the camera running so you guys can see how these different output modes from the floodlight works. So we'll go ahead and do the police flash, we'll do the RGB waterfall, as well as the droplets, in addition to the white floodlight. So guys, now let's go ahead and do that. Just kidding. What I want to do now is I want to give you guys the answer. I'm sorry, not the answer. I want to give you the question for the HD01 giveaway. So guys, all I want you to do is simply email youtube@torchesandtactical.com and tell me exactly what this puts out on medium to win your very own HD01 thanks to Wurkkos. So again, email youtube@torchesandtactical.com. But now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this does outside. All right, guys, tonight we're out with the Wurkkos HD01. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off with the laser. So let's go ahead and press that forward button. So there's a little bit of dust and stuff in the air, a little bit of humidity. You can see that nice beam, very, very distinct hot spot, or not hot spot, but very distinct focal point of that laser. Now, if we want to, we can go ahead and do a double press. That will turn on that spotlight. Now, if we press and hold, you can see you have the RGB from that spotlight. Or if we do 3 presses, you get the red and blue flashing from those side lights. Now we'll do 2 presses now, and it will go over to the RGB waterfall. If we do 2 more presses, it will do the colored droplets. So very, very cool design. Now, now that we got rid of all the, not got rid of, but now that we went through all of the very, very special colors, let's go ahead and focus on the flashlight. Now, if I press and hold, you do get 1 lumen moonlight mode, and you can press and hold from here. You get 20 lumens. Press, you get 100 lumens. If you do another press, this will do 450 lumens for high, so quite a bit of light. Even though it doesn't, or it's not designed to go out too terribly far, but quite a bit of light. And then if you want to hit all 1200 lumens, do a double press. There you go. Now you have all 1200 lumens from the Wurkkos HD01. Now, while it's on or off, you can go ahead and do 3 presses. You do get a strobe. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it does give you the laser as well as the flashlight when you are in strobe mode. So a little bit of a quirk. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but you do get both the laser and the flashlight on strobe. So you can also do 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will lock out that light, and you're greeted every time you try to turn it on, you're greeted by that quick flash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go, turns on. And again, I will go ahead and show you that side light. We get the red and blue, and from here to give you the RGB waterfall, and then another 2 clicks will give you the droplets. So now that we've seen how the Wurkkos HD01 works in the wild, let's go ahead and get back inside. All right, guys, so we went outside and we saw what the HD01 does on a good day. Now, frankly, I think this is such an awesome light. Anytime I get to use it, I consider that a good day. Now, I will go ahead and tell you that the awesome price point that Wurkkos has put this in does not leave this without flaws. Now, I frankly have only come across one flaw. No user interface quirks or anything like that. I have noticed that you can have the laser on as well as the spotlight, but that is okay with me. Another thing I've noticed is that when you do 3 presses and turn on the strobe, you probably can't see it now, but it does do that laser in a strobe flashing as well. But I don't consider that a quirk either. It just runs both sets of light outputs at the same time. The only thing that I think might be considered a downfall, which could be attributed to quality control, is the fact that if you bounce the flashlight on your hand a little bit, there we go, you can actually get a little bit of rattle from the battery inside here. Now, I'm not a fan of that at all. It just needs a little more glue, and I'm not telling you guys this because it may void your warranty, but I can tell you that if you remove these 3 screws, this whole back piece pops off and you can very easily get access to that battery, which is supposed to be sealed. So outside that, I think the Wurkkos HD01 has been a fantastic addition to my arsenal. I've been using it a ton, as you can tell. This is far from in perfect condition anymore. I try to keep them looking halfway decent, but at the same time, I use them a lot. So guys, if you like the HD01, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. But if you like the HD01 and want to see more videos of this or more videos like this, just go ahead and give us a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, because that will tell you guys when we have a new video coming out, like the HD01, and it'll also tell you guys when we have another giveaway coming out, similar to the one that we're running with this. So again, if you haven't gotten your entry in, email at youtubeandtorchesandtactical.com. So guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm super happy that I'm in a position where I can show you guys these fantastic lights. And albeit I got this out a little bit later than I intended to, but I think it's a nice trade-off because you guys have the opportunity to win one as well. So again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.